What is up, Drip fam? I hope you're all having an amazing Friday so far. Let me know in the comments what you're up to this weekend. I'd love to know what my Drip fam's doing. So firstly, as I put in a recent tweet, at this rate, Drip will be the only safe haven in DeFi. These other projects are dropping like flies. You won't find devs rugging over here though. Drip is growing more powerful by the day and will eat up the market share as people realise who the real deal is, 1% per day. Now obviously that's in relation to the recent SafeMoon breach, which is pretty devastating for the holders and obviously devastating for DeFi in general because it shines a really bad light on the space. However, what it does do is it highlights Drip as being the new safe haven in DeFi. 2 years with not a single breach, with not a single security problem. It's been paying 1% per day, each day and every single day. They've done exactly what they said they would do in the white paper. They've carried it out to a T for 2 years. It's unavoidable at this stage that people are going to start looking at Drip now as being the safe haven and taking money from these other projects, these shite forks as they're known, and putting it into the Drip system, into the Drip network. I think that's pretty much unavoidable, and it's something that's going to be happening more and more over the next weeks and months. As people see the developments that are happening within the Drip network, the utilities that are coming, how on fire the community is, and how secure the project is, I think it's a no-brainer that people are going to start putting their money in because they're going to have nowhere else to go. SafeMoon was quite a big name in the DeFi space, and for this to happen is a massive shock to a lot of people, and I think people are going to start be looking at their projects and thinking, well, the Drip network have got a developer who actually audits other companies for security breaches to make sure this sort of thing doesn't happen, and it obviously hasn't happened to them either. So you have to pick your teams wisely, who you invest in. Now personally, I'm quite studious when it comes to investing money in different things. I understand that DeFi is a slightly higher risk space than even crypto itself. And you always have to understand that yes, tokens can go to zero. That is possible, it has happened. However, what you don't want to do is put your money in somewhere where you can actually lose it overnight through a security breach or a hack. That's a whole different ballgame when it comes to taking risks. So I think the whole situation, as harsh as it's been on those invested, and I really do hope they get some of that money back, of course, it really does highlight Drip as the safe haven. The problem is governments like to use this sort of scenario to say, oh, you know, we need to come in and regulate the space and KYC everyone. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of government involvement in crypto. I think people should be able to spend their money where they want to spend it. You know, if you want to go to certain shops, you can go there. If you want to go and gamble your money away, you can go and do that. If you want to buy cigarettes and alcohol, you can do that. So I don't think it should be any different with crypto. I think people should be able to take the risks with the rewards and make informed decisions on where they want to put their money. But as I said, governments sometimes use these as inroads into kind of getting their own way. The good thing is that there are projects like Drip that have a flawless security record, and I think it's really paving the way for the next step in DeFi, where there's utility, security, and community. I think those three things are just the next step in the evolution of the space, and I think Drip has got it absolutely down to a T. So I'm absolutely blessed to be a part of this community right now. I'm going to be hydrating. I haven't done it for a couple of days, but I think when I do it, I'm also going to DCA in a little bit as well, because the price is currently, I think, at 46 cents. So it's for me, that's a decent buy-in, not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. So I'm going to grab a 46-cent Drip bag and stick it in the FAUCET, I think, this weekend, and that will get me a little bit closer to that 6,000 mark. So I'm laser focused on getting that max wallet right now. I'm confident in where I've put my money with Drip. I'm confident that I'm not going to wake up overnight and it be gone for a security hack. So with the combination of Forex Shark and the watertight security of the Drip network, plus my Drips on a ledger as well, I kind of sleep fairly soundly at night within this project. And I think for that reason, Drip is going to start eating up the market share in the DeFi space. I think it's unavoidable. I think this is going to start happening. It's probably already started happening, and I think it's going to become very obvious over the next few months, especially when things like Drip Drop Draw come out. There's going to be a lot of hype around Drip, quite possibly going to be quite a big price spike. It's going to get the attention of a lot of people through these marketing campaigns. And I think with the Drip community pushing it the way they are, like on Twitter, on YouTube, I think there's a hugely bright future ahead for this project, and I think it's going to be unavoidable. People are going to have the option to either sit on the sidelines and watch or get involved. And I know some people are a little bit frustrated about how long these things are taking, but in my opinion, you've got two options. You either have some patience and wait for the perfect product that is watertight security and secure, or you go into a project where there's corners have been cut and you can lose your money overnight. I personally am happy to wait. if it's an extra week, month, 2 months, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I'm making 1% per day on my tokens every single day. I would rather know that the project is perfect and there's not going to be any breaches of any sort, that my money's safe. If that means waiting for an extra couple of weeks, a couple of months, it's of no relevance to me whatsoever, but that's just my opinion. So all in all, even though it's been a bad couple of days for DeFi, I think actually it's been a very good couple of days for Drip. I think Drip is just, by doing what it does and doing what it said it was going to do, it's proving a point over and over again that this is the safe haven in DeFi, this is the place to be, this is the future of DeFi, and I'm very much blessed to be involved. Now, I hope you guys all have an absolutely amazing Friday and an amazing weekend. I'm off to walk the dog. He's not had his morning walk yet and he's bugging me, so I'm going to get him out on a 2-miler. Whatever you're up to, let me know in the comments. Stay blessed and I will see you all in the next one.